Hello there,
I'm Robert.
and I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party, and it's the final match for Schmoedown Collision 2019. I wonder who you got, Vanessa.
Oh, you already know who I got. I got the Shirewolves. I'm so excited.
And it's always going to be the Shirewolves when it comes to Vanessa.
Yes.
They have dominated, they lost, and they may redeem their title. And it was a hell of a valiant fight between them and, of course, the Odd Couple. But man, did the Odd Couple take that win, and it was so heartwarming seeing Andreyko get that title.
Finally.
And, of course, seeing Jeff get that title back, because it was his for the longest time.
Right, and now he's with another partner and is able to come back and have the belts again as a tag team champion. And I am really looking forward to this match because that last match was great. Regardless of the outcome, the match was great. So I'm looking forward to seeing who wins, and I really hope it's the Shirewolves, and I'm going to be at the edge of my seat the whole time. But I'm looking forward to seeing who does win, whether it is Shirewolves or the Odd Couple.
Just storyline's sake, I do kind of want to see the Odd Couple hold the belts and then have Merle and Roku come in and take it from them.
Right.
I don't want them to take it from the Shirewolves. If the Shirewolves hold the belts, I want them to hold on to them for good. Like, I want them to knock out, the long distant belt holding that we saw on the level of the Patriots, and losing it to the Odd Couple was just a little small detour, but I think they'll get back on track if they end up taking those titles back.
Right. And with this too, I'm not sure, but I feel like whoever does win this maybe plays one more defense against the title, and then it's going to be already spectacular.
Sure, yeah.
So you're going to have to see who does take the belt. They're going to pretty much be the champions for a while. And at that one point too, I mean, I'm not sure, but like if we see the Shirewolves kind of what's next for them if they don't get those belts back. So
I think it's time off for the Shirewolves
if
they don't. So to keep the Shirewolves in the game, I think they have to walk away with the win. And Rachel, to keep her in the game, she's got to walk away with the win at SDCC. Otherwise, they're going to go away for a while. So to keep them around, at least for Vanessa's sake, her shirt's sake.
I'll always wear this shirt. They're champions in my heart.
Right. We need the Shirewolves to win again. My who you got, I love Jeff and I love Andreyko. I want the Shirewolves, though, to kind of win back the belts because it kind of belongs to them, and it'll show even more so that it belongs to them. So let's get into the battle between the Odd Couple and the Shirewolves now.
And your winners.
And new.
Moving.
Yeah. Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal for them.
Mark Andreyko, the long journey has finally concluded. He gets a belt. He is finally a champion. Mark Andreyko has won the championship.
Bibiani, Bateman, lots of us know this is like the white whale, and to finally conquer it even once makes you feel like you belong to be here.
Jeff Snyder is a team champion again.
To be the first person to
Yeah, because so many have
on
yet to be
two
able to
different
claim that
teams
belt because of the
is
Patriots.
a huge success.
Sure.
You're going down in Schmoedown history. And Andreyko, this has been a long time coming, and I could not be more proud of you guys. This was not luck. This was you guys.
When they announced Mark Andreyko as my partner, I let out a woo-hoo. Because I was
did.
excited. I knew we could do great things in this league. Mark Andreyko.
You're going to be pairing with Jeff Snyder.
It was more than a woohoo.
He's definitely the bad cop to my good cop, but I think that balances out well, and Roxy will be an interesting addition because I think Roxy's a really good manager.
Lost fair and square, that's true. But I think you guys proved today that you're a force to be reckoned with, and you can take it all the way.
He was eating it up. He loved that live event.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they wear too.
Yes.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
The first to Iwo Jima.
Yes.
I'm off today. Tessa Thompson.
That's correct. Didn't have a tie game.
1995.
1994.
That's correct.
That is
Big
a
steal.
huge
Big
steal
steal.
there.
Christine Baranski.
We are tied going into round number 3. Mark. Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Tie game.
We were tied going in. We're tied coming out.
Yeah.
Apu is incorrect.
Yep.
Incorrect.
The road to El Dorado.
Brad Pitt and Matt Damon.
It was tough. It was a tough match. It was well fought and well played.
We were lucky to escape the Shirewolves today.
Yeah.
'Cause I know I didn't play my best game, and I can't wait for a rematch to show them how good I really am.
When you do what the Shirewolves have done and accomplished in this league,
I feel really good about not only what we did today, but our legacy so far.
Was it a recap of where we came from?
Whatever it takes to get to that belt, we are going to earn it.
We are the league. We're in the league, and we're the winners right now.
the fact that they won 2 straight defenses.
We'd be eager to do it again.
Rachel Cushing and Clark Wolf could be the first to ever repeat right away. What a main event for Collider Collision we have now as Mark Andreyko takes his first championship. Jeff Snyder, the first person to ever win the title twice. And now, what a challenge.
Records all around, man. That's what I'm saying.
Number one, their first defense
Records
of the
everywhere.
The Shirewolves get a chance because they've defended the title twice to take on the Odd Couple.
I think the Shirewolves are going to be gunning for those belts once again.
It was a good reminder.
It's fuel to the fire. You learn every match.
Collision, you know, they're going to get an automatic rematch against you guys at Collision.
We will bring that A game. That means we do it at Collision. We'll do it at Collision.
They have 6 straight victories, 2 title defenses.
It'd be crazy for them to take them right back, though.
We're taking it back.
Yeah.
You guys have proven to play very well in live scenarios.
Doesn't matter who it is, we're going to answer the call.
They knew going into this, yeah, we know we have to play our best, but they knew they had that in their back pocket. Here they go, main
still
event,
have that
Collision.
so-
We get to see this amazing match again.
It's utilizing the behind the
I have a
scenes
feeling
footage. I
Collision's
think
gonna
that makes
be
it
a
feel
barn burner.
Yeah, I think you're
out
right.
of this world for these promos.
Yeah. And the
You weren't
music and
excited
everything,
before.
too.
You should be now because there is the promo for the team championship, the rematch between the current champions, the Odd Couple, Jeff Snyder, Mark Andreyko, and the legends. You have Classic
did
Clark
they
Wolf
show the
and
promos
Rachel
on
Cushing
the
and Jeff
screen for
Snyder.
them?
Also, by the way,
I don't know.
has to be touted for the fact that he is the first guy to ever win the team championship twice, 2 different teams. Mark Andreyko had a journey to where, for a long time, was he going to win a belt? Could he win a belt? And what a great moment. What a nice emotional moment when he did do it, showing how much it meant, showing how much he really wanted this, and the partnership between both him and Snyder and Roxy Stryer. Roxy Stryer, who's also making a big case to be manager of the year, the way she works with these guys, the way
Not if
she
they lose
keeps them in
today.
check. They truly are the Odd Couple. But to win, to keep on to those titles, as you know,
That
it
could
is
be
very
manager
hard
of
to do,
the year.
especially when
True,
you're
but I
starting
think
over
it'll go to
Clark Wolf
Kaiser
and
if
Well, that's the big
Paul
question with the
takes
Odd Couple was, are they going to be able to
Maybe.
complement
Because
each
if they
other's
lost
strengths?
their
Will they
belts
have
and
good
Paul
team
walks out
chemistry?
with his
The
at
very
the end of the year.
definition of team chemistry
Let's
as
see.
it relates to the Schmoedown is the Shirewolves. They've done it so many times. They've been so great for so long. And I have great news for everybody in the studio. I've just been told in my ear from a semi-drunk producer, Schmoedown Collision 3 is now trending on Twitter as a hashtag.
Hell yeah.
We are trending on Twitter alongside other great hashtags such as
They like to be
Waffle House
trendy and
and
current.
Norway.
Perfect. So keep the hashtag going, especially
Congrats,
for this
Norway.
main event, Schmoedown Collision 3 and Shirewolves versus Odd Couple. Live tweet about it. Get it out there. Comment, like, share, do the whole thing. Well, don't
Christian,
share
we're
this one
busy.
yet. Share it on
Easy,
Friday.
easy.
Share it on Friday. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We're so excited for you to be here with us for this main event. Mark,
Yeah.
ready to go?
Do we do a tail of the tape?
We got to do a tail of the tape. We do a tail of
I
the
mean,
tape.
they're good at everything.
We do a tail of the tape, and the tail of the tape is exactly this. You have the Shirewolves horror movies. You could say Lord of the Rings fantasy movies if you wanted to, and just kicking ass and taking names.
Being friends.
Yes. Odd Couple, you also have whether it is musicals, okay? It could be Tarantino, and being strange, odd, and offensive, but that's
I
just
myself am
Having
strange
a very
and
fun
unusual.
intro theme song.
Yes, and Draco is a hell of a human. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I'm ready.
All right. It's time for the
Movie
movie
Trivia Schmoedown.
rounds
To a
for
finish.
the movie trivia Schmoedown
It's
Team
crazy that it's with
Championship
them the whole time,
of the
too.
world.
No swapping out.
No.
Introducing first, the challengers with a record of 6
It's weird
wins,
seeing them as the underdogs in this
one
one, you know?
defeat,
As the
and 2
challengers.
knockouts. They are the former movie trivia Schmoedown Team
I feel like this music's got
champions.
copyright written all over it. I don't like it. I'm just gonna keep talking.
Rachel, the
I know,
Crusher,
Drown it out.
pushing
Let's
the
go.
Shirewolves.
There you go. There you go. Jen Sturger hooking up with them hot pants.
To the Toronto crowd that have longed to see the return of the Shirewolves. They know what to do. They've been here.
Is that what those kinds of pants
Nice
are called?
intro and nice outfits. Just
Hot
very
pants.
relaxed. I like what
I
they're
don't know.
doing there. And their opponents
Okay.
led to the ring by
Neil
their
Simon would be
manager,
proud.
Roxy Stryer, with a record of 5 wins, 1 defeat, and 2 knockouts. They are the reigning, defending, undisputed movie
CBS is gonna take a bite out of that copyright.
Team
Yeah.
champions of the world.
Yeah.
The Insnider, Jeff Snyder, and Mark the Android and Draco, the Odd Couple.
Sound
There's Ross.
you mouthing Christians.
And there
I am
Announcement.
mouthing.
in the world is that.
Oh my god.
It's so perfect. I love the fact that he's so odd in the group. It makes
Look at
sense.
the belt on Snyder's shoulder again. How many times have you seen that? An hour and a half. Snyder walking out with the
Love
belt,
it.
coming out
Love
with
that
the
it's rainbow
championship,
because
and
it's
he
Pride
defends it.
Month, you know?
There you go.
Can he defend it? Last time there was a defense against Clark Wolf. It was against the Wolves of Steel. This time he's got to do it against the Shirewolves. Going to be something.
Not
I
yet.
won.
No winner
Jeff
yet.
Snyder looking like a white trash
No,
can to the good.
they're the winners. We're the winners.
You're breathtaking.
So the champions have sat down. The challengers have sat down. And Mark, how does round number 1 go?
Round number 1 in this championship 5-round match works like thus. 8 questions going to be asked to the field.
Oh, we gotta play, huh?
I mean, we don't have to play.
I've done
but it's a
all right
lot of
so
fun
far.
to play.
Other than Inner
This is a
Geekdom,
team
I did
format.
okay.
However, round number 1 is an
I did
individual exercise.
Not
of
Inner
movie
Geekdom.
trivia. Know how you may
No,
not
I
consult
did
with your
terrible on
teammate
everything,
in round
okay.
number 1.
You're
although
terrible.
every point you accrue will be added to your
You're
team's
breathtaking.
total.
You're
You have 15
breathtaking.
seconds to answer each question. When we ask you by name to reveal your best attempt at an answer, please show what you
Good
wrote
thing
on the
we got
whiteboard.
new
At the
markers
same
for
time, you
this.
verbalize
Yeah,
it into
that's
the
true.
microphone. Each team
I think we
has
killed
3 uses
quite a bit of the
the
vodka.
ATE rule throughout the duration of the 5-round match, and each team also has 1 challenge to be used at any juncture. Christian.
All right, so we asked the champions first. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm ready, baby.
There you
The
go.
challengers,
Woo!
are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Then let's get ready to
Schmoedown.
All right.
5 rounds to a
Odd
finish.
Couple, Shirewolves, question 1, action adventure. In Kingsman, the Golden Circle, who plays the head of the statesman, Champagne, a.k.a. Champ?
Did you used to have a bit about calling people champ?
Yeah,
Because we
I
just
did.
recently
Chief
watched this, and I remember
Champ.
from
who
that.
I've been told I look like, has 1 and 2 also. 5, 4,
Well, that narrows
3.
the field, doesn't it?
2, 1. Pens down. Mark Andraco?
Jeff Bridges?
Yes. Clark Wolf?
Sam Jackson.
No. And Snyder?
Ooh.
Jeff Bridges.
Yes. Rachel?
Jeff Bridges.
Okay, so
Mark!
right where we left off here. It's 2-1. 2-1, only 1 point difference as we start question 2.
All right, we delve into the world of crime movies. Something illegal happens. Your question. John C. Reilly and Kevin Bacon star as bank-robbing villains that take Meryl Streep and her family hostage in which Curtis Hanson film? Obviously,
What?
dude proud for the name Meryl Streep.
I know. Well, yes.
There you go.
5. Yes. 4,
That's my fault.
3,
I did that.
2.
I did that.
1.
That's my
Pens
fault.
down, please.
Ghostbusters.
Start with Clark.
I don't know.
Didn't have it. Snyder.
The River Wild.
Yes. Cushing.
The River Wild.
Yes. Andreko.
Damn.
The River Wild.
That was Meryl, wasn't it?
Clark Wolf, we'll take you as we start out the first.
I didn't know that was John C. Reilly.
First question answered.
I haven't watched it
round,
since back then.
Sorry, question three here, round one. Dramas. In 1993's In the Name of the Father, who stars as young Irishman Jerry Conlon?
I don't know.
You watch that Big Little Lies?
I do. Love it.
Meryl Scream.
Let's Scream. Oh yeah, we play it on.
Scream.
There's a show we have called Collider Live. We play it often.
Oh, you guys still
Quite
do
a bit.
Yeah, we still do it.
Oh, good for
4.
you.
Should listen to it. It's great. 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Gabriel
please.
Byrne?
Start with Snyder.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes. Cushing.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Damn.
Jacob.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Clark.
I said Brad Pitt.
Oh wow. Okay.
Clark is off.
Okay. Next
Right,
question.
It's all right.
It's okay.
She can recover. That happened to Rachel in the last match.
Yeah.
And your question is, who does Rocky fight in the climactic boxing match in Rocky 2?
I got a big Rocky match coming up with Tom Dagnino. You know that? Looking forward to that one.
I
5,
am looking forward to
4.
Oh, they doing an exhibition?
3, 2, 1.
Nah.
Start with Rachel Cushing.
Apollo Creed.
Yes. Andreko.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was gonna
rematch.
Yes. Clark.
I should have put.
Apollo Creed.
There you go. There you go.
Snyder.
Didn't have it.
Didn't have
Oh!
it. Wow, and because Clark did get that one and Snyder missed, we're only 2 points down now.
Fortunes change, Christian.
I was
going to
put Apollo Creed, and I was like,
moment in the match where we
Because it's
represent
weird
the
that he
final
would fight him
of
in
the
1 and 2.
Dagnino.
Yeah.
That
should
is
have
so
just. I
true
should have
and
gone with
sad.
my gut. Oh.
All right, here we go. Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi is the next question. In what 2018 sci-fi film can the protagonist be found on a mission to acquire 3 keys to unlock the gate to the golden egg?
We've been getting a lot of these questions for this movie.
Doesn't sound.
Somebody gives me that offer, I'm like, yeah, the world can end or whatever's going to happen.
I like eggs though. 5. Oh, 5-ish. 4.
2 egg whites,
3.
There's a lot more to it in the
2.
book.
Yeah.
1. Pens down, please, and we start with Mark Andreko. No. Clark.
Nope.
No. Snyder.
Took me a second. Ready Player One.
Yes. Cushing.
Ready Player One.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, so only 2
Rachel's
points
here to
down.
play.
Are the
Yeah.
Shirewolves coming back here? Rachel Cushing.
Rachel's pitching a perfect game.
Rachel Cushing is pitching a perfect game. That is very
Oh,
true.
jinx
Okay,
her.
next.
I know.
Next
And maybe
question.
that's why he did it.
Always seems to work out.
Stop her
or I
in her
get to say
tracks.
your next category is comedies.
Oh.
Name the 2003 action comedy in which Harrison Ford and Josh Hartnett play LAPD detectives who investigate the murder of a rap group.
That was in theaters.
Trivia for you. Previous movie, Ready Player One.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is right.
You
Jump.
got it, dude.
Jump.
Yeah. You watched it.
He was watching it a couple days ago.
4.
Or yesterday.
I don't know if this
2,
is right. What is it?
1.
What did you put?
All right, we start with
Oh,
Clark
that
Wolf.
makes sense.
Hollywood Homicide.
That's it.
I was like, I know
Snyder.
that this is wrong.
Yes, Rachel.
Nope.
No. And Draco. Draco had it.
Remember Josh
10-7.
Hartnett?
Clark Wolf gets it.
I
Rachel
remember.
misses. They're down 3, and it is 10-7. The
You ever watch that
champions have a
movie?
3-point lead
No.
as we get to
It's
the next
okay.
question here, which is
Nothing great.
horror/thriller.
It's entertaining now.
Elsa Lanchester played the title character in which classic horror sequel?
Elsa Lancaster? I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Snyder.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes, Rachel.
Bride of Frankenstein.
There you
Yes,
go.
And Mark.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Clark.
I am not going to show you what I wrote down, but it wasn't that.
Clark's a little off today. Clark's just not having the first round she normally has.
Yeah, you don't have to admit what you wrote. If you got it wrong, you can
No.
simply say, I did not have the Bride of
Didn't have
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Didn't have it. All right, next question.
For a Patreon contribution of $500, she will tell you.
There you go.
All right, here we go.
All right.
At least she's in good spirits, even. You know,
Right.
she's not shutting
Animated
down.
movies. Closing out round number 1. Animated movies. Movies drawn on a computer or by hand. Your question. Who voices the main character, the lion Alex, in the Madagascar franchise? You know, we have an Alex here that I'd consider a lion.
Chips.
A lion, son of a bitch.
Lion, son of a bitch.
Yikes.
Son of a gun.
Yikes.
Son of a gun. You're right. 5,
Again, he's cussing.
3,
Christian, you're the one.
1. Pens down, and we go to Rachel.
Ben Stiller.
Yes, and Draco.
Owen Wilson.
No, Clark.
Yeah, no.
No, and Snyder.
No.
No.
Wow.
Rachel there gets the
Killing
points,
it.
and
Yeah.
it is 12-9.
I got
Shirewolves
3.
Down by
Yay!
3. Down by 3.
So we have 8.
and
We're
Rachel
1
Rush,
below the
she got 7
Shirewolves.
out of that
Not
Yeah,
bad.
very good round for Rachel, and then it seemed like all the other
You're
competitors at
carrying the
various
team,
points
as
in round
always.
number 1 still feeling their way
Unless
around
it's
the
in a
match. This is a
geekdom, jeez.
championship-level competition we have here, so nerves bound to get a little frayed in the early going.
All right,
What's
so
this one
round
gonna
number
be?
2. Round number 2. How's it go?
That's why I'm here. It's the wheel round. The wheel of fate, doom, justice.
What's it
Each
gonna
team
be?
gets a spin at that thar wheel. There is no opponent's or spinner's choice on this wheel, which
Cheese
means
and
we have
rice.
12
Clark is off, but
movie, trivia,
her
Schmoedown
positivity is
categories.
holding,
Each
which is
category
it means a lot.
features 6 questions.
They
This
can
is a
come
team
back.
format, so 6 questions are asked per team. Each question's worth 2 points. There's no
But
penalty for
like-
missing a
like we
question.
say in most
However,
games, though,
there
you
is
don't wanna
stealing
slip,
available in
and
round number 2.
they
So if you're not
slipped a
sure of
little
the
bit
answer,
more for the
ask
odd
us multiple
couple
choice.
to be
We'll
able
give you
to
4
pull
options,
ahead.
one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question
True.
goes down.
This
Which
is
means
also a
it's gotta-
championship, so don't we
Because
get 5 rounds?
It's
the
true.
odd
They
couple not only
they could
are the
even it
favorites,
up
but they also find themselves
coming
in the
into
lead
those
12 to
betting
9.
rounds
They have the
and
option to
speed
spin
rounds.
first or defer to their opponents. So what would the bespectacled
Defer.
gentleman like?
A gentleman normally says ladies first, but I'm not a gentleman.
No.
No,
I think,
There you go.
I
Go
think we know
first.
that very well.
That's the truest thing ever been spoken in this studio.
What's he doing? Taking shots?
I don't know what kind.
Oh, he's got bubbles.
Okay,
He's
good
got the
for you.
bubbles.
He's got the
Oh
bubbles.
my gosh.
There you
From the
go.
wheel there, champ. Not
Spin
the,
here.
not the pencils. All right, here's Jeff Snyder's
I love it.
ridiculous spin. There it is.
There it goes. Manager Roxy Stryer anxiously looking on.
I like that he's wearing the same shirt
Yeah.
that he wore when he
Looking to
beat
see
him
what is
too.
it going to land on here? Something
little
they are happy with, like you
superstitious?
said,
Maybe.
because the champion
Maybe just a
decided
little
the champion
stitious.
has a champions
Just
have
a
a choice
little
to
stitch.
choose either opponent's choice or not.
I love the Leo.
Yeah, it's
took
just a
on-
category, so
Yeah.
no matter what they pull, they can do it again should they use that option.
I know all of them, every single one.
We swear we have not seen this.
Not at all.
All right, Leonardo.
There we go, here's your
DiCaprio.
redemption.
It is.
When we
All right,
faced,
Leonardo DiCaprio, the
Clark
champions
with Leo,
will
and we
go
Oh
sucked.
yeah.
And
Maybe we'll do it again.
Right.
6 questions in the world of Leonardo DiCaprio.
I got it. All right, here we go. Starting first. DiCaprio played Jim Carroll, who was a drugged-out teenager, in which biographical
The
film?
basketball.
The Basketball Diaries.
That one.
Correct.
Damn it. The basketball
Backstreet Ball
diaries.
Diaries.
I could not
Backstreet
get the
Boy
words
Diaries.
out of my
Two.
mouth.
In Catch Me If You Can, Frank Abagnale poses as a pilot for which airline?
Pan Am.
It's Frank Abagnale
Pan
Jr.,
Am.
by the way. But we know what you mean.
It's Pan Am.
It is Pan
Multiple
Am.
choice. Is it A, Delta, B, United, C, Northwest, or D, Pan Am?
Pan Am.
Come on. Iconic when he's walking around the ring.
Yes.
Delta?
It's incorrect. The choices are
Ooh.
A,
Here we go.
A, Delta, B, United,
They already know.
C, Northwest, D, Pan Am.
Pan Am.
For 1 point.
Big
Correct.
There you
steal.
go.
4 questions remain for the odd couple.
All right, 4 questions remain. DiCaprio starred alongside this leading actress in 1995's The Quick and the Dead.
Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
For 2 points.
Believe me, Sydney, your mother was no Sharon Stone.
All right. What's the name of the ambitious war movie the title character is producing at the beginning of The Aviator?
Damn it, I just watched it today.
Angels, something. War of Angels. Damn it. It's something
Hell's Angels?
2
That
more
one.
points.
Damn it. I knew it's something Angels.
It was on this
That was
morning,
a
and then I
good
changed
one.
it.
And boy,
It's a good
what
movie.
tough one to
Yeah,
2
I
points
started playing
for the
video
way the odd
games.
couple.
Number 5. Who played Leonardo DiCaprio's deceased wife in the thriller Shutter Island?
Frick, what's her name?
Michelle Williams.
That one. Yeah.
I couldn't remember her name.
Former Mrs. Heath Ledger.
Yes.
All right, here we go. This actress played Sal, the leader of the beach community, opposite Leonardo
Tilda Swinton.
DiCaprio in The Beach.
Tilda Swinton.
For 2 more points. All
You know, I
right.
haven't watched that
Very
since.
impressive.
It was an impressive
Danny
one.
Boyle.
Yeah, we
I
went-
forgot
we
all
went
about
Curly
Tilda
DiCaprio,
Swinton
we went
being
Min
there.
DiCaprio. That was an entire breadth of that young man's storied
Oh.
career.
All right, so the odd couple
have
sees
a
themselves
very,
up right now, 22
close
to 10.
relationship.
Classy Clark Wolf is at the wheel. She's going to spin it, and here's a spin.
All right.
There's that spin.
Come on, Clark.
I have had this thought in my head.
It's
I'm
gonna
going
be-
to go ahead and put it out there for the world to know. I would consider
Shirewolves.
Clark Wolf to be the best spinner of the wheel in history.
Easily. Well, she's had such a relationship with the wheel in her career from the beginning with the little stinky wheel to this wheel.
Yeah.
This wheel's been more kind to her over the years.
Well, it learned how to be an adult wheel.
She hated that first wheel, though. I'll tell you that.
Come on.
Festival
Oh.
Spinning away from
Spin again.
Festival
Spin away
Darlings.
from
There's the
Festival
spin
Darlings.
from Classic Clark Wolf.
All right, here we go. Whatever it
What's it
lands on the
gonna be?
Shirewolves is going to be pressed to answer 6
Mixed bag.
questions.
6 questions.
Of movie trivia.
Unless it's
no.
Leonardo DiCaprio, then they got to spin
Unless,
again.
of course, it lands on Leo because we can't give him 2 movies.
Mixed bag.
All right,
Not gonna be a
moving
mixed bag.
around.
Could be a mixed
Could be mixed bag.
It's not
Looks
going to
like
be
it's gonna be
Festival
directors.
Darlings again.
It's directors. That
Directors.
could be big. That could be good for the Shirewolves.
All right.
There we go.
Come on.
All right. In the world of directors, your first question. Robert Zemeckis directed Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer in
What
this
lies beneath?
2000
What
film.
lies beneath?
Looks hot,
What
right?
lies beneath?
2 points.
That was
I don't know.
Zemeckis. I didn't know that
It
was
was Zemeckis, yep.
All right, next question.
And Alan
Two
Silvestri
more
did the
points.
music.
Who directed such comedies as Superbad, Adventureland, and Paul?
Greg Mottola?
2 more points.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Good.
didn't know the name.
Shirewolves fighting back.
Is he the one that's doing
2 more
the
points.
what Bad
As we get to
Kids
the
or
halfway
whatever?
point in round number 2. Who
says
directed
by
the
Superbad.
Pixar films Monsters, Inc. and Inside Out?
Lee Yernick. The one that Lee Yernick or something like that. Unrick.
Pete Doctor.
2 points.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
I was gonna say Pete Doctor because
You
he's
should've
really the
said-
only one I know.
Yeah, you should have said Pete
I
Doctor.
should have. I did it. I thought
Because
you
I was
knew it.
thinking
Will be
Toy
tied
Story in
going
my
into
head.
round number 3.
Because he
The
did
betting
Toy
round.
Story
Your next
3.
question.
He was right next to us at
Shirewolves In
D23.
the world of directors, who made his directorial debut with the 1960 comedy The Bellboy?
Oh, Harrison Ford.
Multiple choice.
I don't know.
Is it A. Jerry Lewis, B. Blake Edwards, C. Jack Lemmon, or D. Woody Allen?
Yeah, I have no clue.
Woody Allen.
I don't know.
Jerry Lewis?
Hey, lady!
1 more point.
1 point.
Harrison Ford was a bellboy in
All
The
right.
Graduate, I
Your
believe.
penultimate question in
I
round
think that
number
was
2.
his debut.
In the area of directors, which actress was the director of the films In the Land of Blood and Honey and By the Sea?
Ah.
Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, that
2
one.
points, and they're within 3 of the odd couples lead.
Making up the ground.
All right, so 1 question remains, and if the Shirewolves are able to get this last question, round number 2, right off the bat,
They'll be
they're
off
gonna pull
by
within
1.
1 of the odd couple. In the realm of directors, Todd Williams, Henry Joost, and Christopher Landon all directed entries in this recent horror franchise.
I don't know. Saw. Even though I don't think it's Saw.
Paranormal Activity.
2 more points, and it's a 1 point.
Wow.
What a comeback by
Look at that.
the former champs.
1
It is
point.
22-21. They have cut the lead to 1. As we get into round number 3, it looked like a big gap hard to come
man.
back from, but they did it. They're only a point behind as we get into round number 3.
Here we
That's
go
the betting
again.
round. Mark, how's that going?
Yeah, I think those round number 1 nerves are all in the past now, and just in time because round number
Making a
3,
comeback.
like you said, Christian, it's the betting round. The team currently in the lead, which in this scenario is the odd
Man.
couple, is going to spin the wheel. Whatever slice it lands on, 1 question will be
Oh,
asked
I'm all
to
tensed up.
the
I
field
don't know.
in
I don't
that
know.
realm. The question is going to be worth the point value of the team's choosing. Once you settle on a genre, we're going to ask you for a wager
Do you
between
think they're
0
going to
to
go
3
all
points.
in?
You
Do
can
you
bet
think they're going
no
to play
points, you
safe?
can
Do
bet
you want
I
point?
need to
Do
know the
safe, do
category.
2
to
points?
3.
True,
to
but
know
you
the
got to do the
genre.
points
If you
before the
get the question
category.
right,
Or
you
do
No,
you
you get to know the category.
Okay.
Wrong, you lose.
We've been
Make
done
points.
this so many times that it just.
All
I
right,
know.
Jeff Snyder's going to spin the wheel to find out what category we're asking.
Or is this going to be animated?
Round and
Natalie
round it goes.
Portman
Make
on
sure you
there?
Catch Jeff Snyder.
Natalie.
Clown.
Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie.
Going to be landing.
Ooh.
Mixed bag. I love it.
So what that happened last time?
Oh, this is great. Because
I
the
go
bag,
1.
They don't know what the
I
category
go
is, so
1
they still
point.
have to write down a wager
I'm
now.
pretty
So.
sure that happened last time with them, too.
Oh, this is good stuff here.
Mixed bag.
Mixed bag
Are
could
they
be
gonna go
literally
in?
anything. It could be a book question.
Yeah.
right, the team's getting their wagers set. You are allowed to confer with your teammate in the betting round.
All right, mixed bag. All right, so.
Got the point values ready?
Here we go.
All right, can I take a quick look? Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And with the, can I just flip it over?
Yes, I saw both.
Thank you very much.
All right, here we go, guys. In Fast Times at Ridgemont High, who plays popular senior Brad Hamilton?
Damn. I don't know.
All right, you gotta write it.
I don't know.
No multiple choice.
Sean Penn?
I'd lose a point. No, Sean Penn is Scapoli.
Then I don't
He's
know.
the burnout.
4, 3, 2, 1. We start with the challengers. How many points?
2.
And you said?
Judge Reinhold.
How many points for the champions?
He was
And
the
you said?
popular one?
Both correct on both sides, so it's still 1 point.
2 points.
24.
I love Judge Reinhold, but I didn't
Now we
realize he
get
was the popular
to
one.
the speed
rewatch
round.
it
This
again.
usually makes or breaks the
I
match.
don't
It
know.
just depends on how it goes. But the
Right.
speed round, we have. What are the rules?
In number 4, as in rounds, the buzzers come out because teammates and competitors will have to buzz in, and we call it the speed round because whoever buzzes in first gets a shot at answering that question. There's 5 questions total in the speed round. You may not rely on your teammates' knowledge. This is an individual exercise, although like in round 1, any point that you accrue will be added to your team's total. The way that the speed round works is that each question is worth 1 point. If you get it right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, you lose the point. You have exactly 2 seconds to answer the question.
Draco's got to hold
Once
back.
I say
Only
your
do
name,
it if you know.
Christian Harloff will be asking all 5 speed round questions.
Sometimes you do know, but then when you hit the buzzer, you're like, wait,
then
what?
You have exactly 1
You
Mississippi,
feel like you
2
know.
Mississippi to answer the question.
And
If
you-
you don't get it
it's
right
not
or you're not
quite
able to answer
out
correctly
yet,
within
you know?
those 2
That's
seconds,
true.
you will lose the point. We always like to do a little
You know
test
it, but
here
you
just
don't
to make sure
know
the
it.
buzzers are working. So, Mark Andreyko, this question is going to be asked to you first. What is your teammate's name? Mark.
Robert Meyer Burnett.
We'll accept that. All right, Jeff Snyder, what is your teammate's name?
Mark Andreyko.
Very accurate. 1 point.
Aww.
All right.
Very
What is
accurate.
Mark Andreyko's teammate's name?
This feels like a trick question. Jeff Snyder.
Okay,
There you go.
1.5 seconds. All right,
Took the high-
and
she took the high road.
Rachel Cushing, your question is, who is the greatest Intergeekdom player of all time?
Rachel
All right,
Cushing.
I'll say it, me.
Yeah, there you go, girl. There you go. The crowd loves it.
This is there.
That's great. All right, cool. Well,
All right, I will just be saying your first name when I call
The
on.
only person I heard scream and yell there was Eric, the editor, who's going to use that in the next clip. I can tell that. All right. Champions, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Challengers, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Who played the title character in Uncle Buck?
John Candy.
Candy.
Correct.
Mark had it.
What film released in 2014 won the Best Picture at the Academy Awards?
Rachel,
Birdman.
Correct.
Good job, girl.
3 questions remaining.
Okay. Denzel Washington
Denzel
had
Washington.
famously never done a sequel to one of his films.
Mark,
Equalizer.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, actually,
Good job.
no. No.
Equalizer
The
2.
full question is, Denzel Washington had famously never done a sequel to one of his films until which 2018 film? The answer is The Equalizer 2.
Challenge.
all right,
Challenge?
so the
Okay.
challenge is on the table. We will
Per
go
the
to
question,
ruling,
man.
And we'll be
Oh no, it's per the question, and you got it
Yeah.
wrong. It wasn't until which, if they said which franchise,
Right,
or
then you would
which
say
series.
equalizer, but you gotta let the question
No,
play. How
oh
could-
man, again,
Yeah. That's a tough one though too, because it could be like
it's
from
the
which
gamble you make.
from which movie until which movie, and
Yeah.
then it would be Equalizer because then that movie got a sequel.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
So you could say that he was correct.
We are back, and after
a gamble.
consulting with the judge as well as Christian and myself, we have decided that the ruling does stand. The point will not be awarded to Mark Andreyko or his team, the odd couple. They will lose a point because the full
Can we
question
hear that question again?
had the answer of the Equalizer 2. This is why the speed round is so challenging, is that you want to buzz in with the
It's a
right
gamble.
answer, but sometimes in your rush to do so, you buzz in before you hear the full question asked. The question had the answer, the Equalizer 2.
What was the question?
Here's
Can
the
you
question.
repeat it?
Yes, I can. Denzel Washington had famously never done a sequel to one of his films until which 2018 film? Which would be the Equalizer 2.
Equalizer 2, yeah.
Yep.
First equal-
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Tough break, and we have one more question.
If he heard 2018.
It's a risk.
Two more questions ago.
It is a risk.
All right, here we go. Question number 4. Which 2005 Steve Carell film served as Judd Apatow's direct?
Jeff.
The 40-year-old virgin.
Yes. All right.
Was that Judd Apatow's first?
Last question in the speed round.
Last one.
He didn't do heavyweights?
Which Oscar-nominated coming-of-age movie was filmed over a 12-year period?
Mark.
Boyhood.
Yes.
And Mark Andre goes back to a big play for the odd couple. A ruling not going in their favor, yet they're able to bounce back with the last 2 correct answers in the speed round. And guess what, Christian? You see that score?
Yeah, it's tied.
50 points have been scored, half by each team.
As we get to the final round, the championship round.
Again. Wow.
Belts will either be
How do you
retained or
repeat the greatness that already
in
occurred?
the final round, round number 5. Each team is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers may range from
It's almost
1
like they get to do
20.
a
Each number
redo of
corresponds
what
to a
they've already
different
done.
quarter.
Let's try it again.
Finish,
Let's do
slow
it
down,
differently.
know-how. Your first question is worth 2
This
points.
time
Next
Rachel
one's
was
worth 3
on
points. The last
the
question
ball
is
and
worth 5 points.
Clark
Because
was a little
this is team
behind.
format. Here's how it works. We'll
And
give you
Draco
the
again
categories
lost
for
a
your
point
2-point
in the
question.
speed
At that
round.
point, the team must decide which member is going to answer
like
solo.
deja
You may
vu.
not consult
It
with
is
your
very
teammate
deja
for either
vu.
the
Alternate
2-pointer
reality.
Or the 3-pointer. The 3-pointer thereby answered by the opposing member. You may only consult with your teammate for the 5-point question. So the Odd Couple and Shirewolves, Christian, like we said, tied at 25. It's been a hell of a match thus far. Because the Odd Couple are the favorites going into it, and they have the belts, they can give us their 3 lucky numbers first. So, gentlemen, do you feel lucky, punks?
1
Do
through 20.
you feel lucky?
Joseph with the amazing.
Do you feel lucky?
5, 10, and 15.
5, 10, and 15 for the champions.
Great numbers.
And for the Shirewolves.
That Roxy.
8, 12, 19.
8, 12, and 19
I think it
for
was
the Wolves.
Roxy,
Who
yeah.
will go first. It will be question 8. Oh, excuse me, category 8 for the Wolves. 2-pointer here comes in Sly and Arnie films. Sly and Arnie films.
All right, who would like to answer it? Keep in mind, JTE is not on your team.
Clark's going to take it.
I wonder who's going to have to answer whatever that 3-point category is.
Going to need a decision here in 5, 4, 3.
Okay.
2.
All right, I will take it.
All right, Clark Wolf's going to take it.
I don't know if that was the right choice.
Clark, we're going to start here.
Okay.
Clark, what is the city? What city is the main setting in the film Daylight?
New York.
New York.
Chicago.
Answer is New York City. New York City.
I want to be a part of it.
We bounce
What is
back
it,
to
under the Hudson?
odd couple here who have to answer their 2-pointer.
All right, Odd Couple, you selected for your 2-point question number 5, and that corresponds to the world of the 80s.
I'll take it.
Okay. For 2 points, your question is, you can find the characters of Gordy, Vern, Chris, and
Stand
Teddy
By Me.
in
Stand By Me,
what
for sure.
1980s
Sorry.
coming-of-age film. You would have thought you learned your lesson.
Yeah, you would have thought.
But he is correct.
He's
it
correct.
was a 1986 Rob Reiner film, and now
Yeah.
they have a 2-point
Ooh,
lead.
you-
So now we go back to the Shirewolves.
taking a
If they get
chance
their
there,
3-pointer
man.
Right, they're going to force the hand of the Odd Couple yet again.
All right, so now we get to the 3-pointer. This is crime. This is Rachel Cushing's question. Rachel, you have 20 seconds for this one.
Hit it.
Name 3 of the 5 actors who played criminals in The Usual Suspects.
Kevin Spacey.
Benicio del
Kevin
Toro.
Pollak.
Kevin
Stephen
Pollak.
Baldwin. Benicio del Toro.
like
Gabriel Byrne, which I wrote on my
Gabriel
board.
Correct.
Got it. Got it.
So now,
Very impressively answered.
3-pointer. 3-pointer. 3-pointer now for the Odd Couple and Jeff Snyder.
That's right, Jeff. So your team selected number 10, and your 3-point question that is asked just to you is in the world of biopics. And your question. Paul Dano and John Cusack portrayed which famous musician in 2015's Love and Mercy?
Oh, damn it.
Wilson.
Yeah, Brian
3
Wilson
points.
from the Beat
And now they're back in the lead, so now the
Beach
Shirewolves,
Boys.
Christian, it is a do or die moment.
It's do or die for the Shirewolves right now. They have a chance to throw it back to the Odd Couple with this 5-pointer if they hit it. it bounces back to the champions. However, if they miss, the odd couple retains the titles. Number 19. Look out for that belt in front of you, Rachel. It's comic book movies. Comic book movies.
No pressure.
There we go.
There we go. In Deadpool, what does Wade decide to do with Vanessa on their first date?
I don't know. Bang.
Play skee ball?
That's correct.
Yes!
So we find ourselves in this position.
I don't
It's
remember
down
that.
To the
I do remember that, but I
if
was...
the odd couple
As soon as she said it, I was like,
keep
oh yeah,
the
that's what they
titles.
did.
However, if they miss
That's
it,
what God
the
likes to do in
Shirewolves
Dogma.
regain the titles, and they will see Rachel Cushing as a double champion once again. Mark the 5 points.
Oh, it's all an odd couple.
For the win and to keep the belts comes, as you selected number 15
Good energy.
in the world of comedy. No, it's round 5. And your question. In the film Scrooged, what does arrogant TV executive Frank Cross send to most everyone
Towel.
on his Christmas list?
Towels. Towel. VHS. Towel. Yeah, it's towels. Towels. That's an easy 5-pointer for me.
5.
Are they going to hold it? Do
Oh
they
my
know?
God, they don't know.
3.
Repeat the question.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
they don't know.
Oh my God.
In Scrooged, what does arrogant TV executive
Towels
Frank
with
Cross
IBC
send
written
to
on 'em,
most everyone
embroidered on 'em.
his Christmas list?
Fruitcake?
Team champions!
Towels.
Again! They are
Towels. VHS. Towels.
Rachel
Towels.
the Crusher Cushing, the
Wow.
Shirewolves.
It's a towel. It's
towel.
a monogram towel. He sent a VCR to a few people, but
Uh-huh.
most of them got the dreaded towel.
The answer was a towel, and we found ourselves in the same
Wow.
exact position.
Exactly
this
the
time,
same.
The odd couple had to answer the 5. They didn't get it, and the Shirewolves take the belts back. Rachel Cushing
Wow.
is once again both the team
I'm so
Got the
excited.
champion.
On a
Odd couple
Scrooge
fought a hell
question.
of a battle. What a fight by the odd couple.
What a great game, and what a comeback by them, because to have a
Yeah.
ruling go the other way midway through round number 4, the speed round, when the sweat beads really start to form, to be able to come back from taking that uppercut and getting the last points in that round, and then being able to 3-point question. This came down to the wire. As we thought it was the Shirewolves' way, they are champions again.
Are
Feels like Wayne's
movie
World,
Trivia
too.
Schmoedown champions for the second
I'm sorry.
time. They are the
Don't call here
only
again.
2 people now. They're the only team ever to repeat. They're the only team to ever do it twice. And Rachel and Clark joined Jeff Snyder as the only people to win it twice. The team,
Yeah.
the Patriots. Yes, the Patriots. So, man, that was a battle right down to the wire. Nothing to be ashamed
You got
of.
the belts,
on
and we got the
both
belts, and you
teams
got the
here.
belts
And I'm
again.
sure Jen Sturger has a lot to say to both the Odd Couple and Roxy Stryer. Here we go.
Well, Jeff, even though you're dressed like a parade, you will not be attending one today. I know. And you guys really put forth a valiant effort out there. I know, Mark, you were probably disappointed, obviously, with what went down in the speed round. Tell me what your thoughts are going through this right now.
It wouldn't have
You know
mattered.
what? This was a mirror image of the match where we beat them. It came down to the 5-point question. We were behind that time. They came, you always
Alternate
wanna
reality.
win. Anyone that says they don't want to win is lying. But if we could play like them, if we could just play them off and on like this for the rest of our lives, I'd be happy. This is a fun. I'm going to look forward to watching this match because it was this with a score of 63.
Good.
Between the two teams, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, it was
Congratulations to them; they're great.
brutal.
It's the fate, it's the wheel.
Like,
it's that
to
5-point
anybody
question.
else in the
I knew
league.
their 5-point question last time. They knew our 5-point question.
Great questions, great answers.
The only sadness is I would have liked to have won 2 in a row, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a first-class problem to have.
Yeah.
And Jeff defended about, 7 times?
Yeah, I would have loved to have defended this one today, but Shirewolves came to play. I mean, they ran through that second round. I thought we had them on the ropes, and I got a lot of good director questions, and speed round, tough blow.
Yeah, what did you learn defending a title for the first time, Mark? How was that feeling?
It was surprisingly less tense than I thought it was. It was. I tried to be very zen, and Jeff's been really good about that. Like when we converse, we turn and we face each other and we make eye contact.
Good energy. You could tell
so
he was doing
get
that.
you out of
Right.
your head, and because you can whip yourself into a frenzy.
Right.
It's the difference of why I like playing teams instead of singles, because in singles
You're
already
in your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to move out of here.
But is this really what you want to move into?
Yes, I told Jeff.
Oh yeah,
I told Jeff,
I want that
said,
sitcom.
remain a team
Let's
as
see
long
that
as you're happy,
sitcom.
because I think we complement each other really well. I think we're in a groove. Like I said, I have no shame about this loss. If every loss is this good, I can lose every match for the rest of my life. So there's, and I'm very proud of Rachel and Clark. They're dear friends, they're family. So to lose to friends in a match this exciting, it's a win.
Right.
Roxy, I know you and I have had our differences, but I have to say, watching this team out there and just the way they've progressed and the way that they've built this undeniable chemistry, you've done an amazing job as manager this year. And I mean, if this isn't a
But your ride is over.
I don't know what is, honestly.
Oh, there's no.
You got to end strong.
I will die on the hill. We would not be here. We will not be. We would not be here without Rob.
And she wasn't
Don't
present
die on
for
hill
the
'cause we
first
gotta
few
keep playing.
matches.
We've got more to do. I really appreciate that, Jen. And also, I just want to say there's nothing more you guys could have done. I'm so proud of you. I thought that you played the most amazing game today, and you talked, you communicated. Everything that was a problem the first match we ever had is no longer a problem. If you don't know it, you don't know it. You guys know way more than I'll ever know. So I'm just really proud of you guys.
Can I
I'm
come?
sure this is not the last we've seen of the Odd Couple.
We want a rubber match,
already
and we're
there.
gonna take on whoever we have to in this league to get back to this position. Because I think the third one would really have some fireworks.
There you
With
go.
the team
Yeah.
tournament coming up, I'm
They can
thinking
fight their
we
way
can make
back
that
in.
happen for you guys. Sorry about your loss, but hell of a match, guys.
Thank you for watching.
All right, look, look.
You're
classy,
welcome, Jeff.
Classy loss.
They're
Classy.
called the Odd Couple. They should change the name to the Happy Losers.
Well, I mean, it was. I think Draco nailed it though. There's nothing to come out of that fight.
Sound like
say,
Draco
oh
laughing,
man, this
too."
happened and this should have happened. It was just that's exactly why they play the game, because you want a match like this. Like for people who are watching this that want to be in the Schmoedown, they go, oh, you know what match I really watched that I wanted to see that made me want to become a player was Shirewolves versus the Odd Couple. Both the matches, the way that they played, the way they respected each other.
It
the
makes me
knowledge that they
realize,
both had. You look at Clark.
you guys are
Wolfskin.
good.
Clark had a struggled
Take
in
it.
that first round.
I
came
could
back
never.
to fight in that second round, and then had a strong the third round, the fourth round. They just played all together. Rachel Cushing have a hell of a game, and it was just
And that's the lesson that you
Yeah.
learn when you watch a championship match. It's not who can play the more perfect game, because there are no perfect games. What you're going to experience is people taking their lumps and being able to come back from that.
How do you
being able
hang
to
in
get
there?
Hit,
How do
and
you
then
hang
hit
in
it. It's a quote in a Rocky
Yeah.
movie.
All right, so now we are with Jen Sturger, who is with the new
The
moving trivia Schmoedown
champs.
team champions once again. The
Your
Shire.
shirt's relevant.
That's right, guys.
Your
Ladies,
shirt's relevant again.
how does it feel to have... You guys are the people's champions. How does it feel to have that
People's
hardware back?
champion sounds pretty
It
good to
feels
me.
so good. I said in the pre Q&A that like we had to do a gut check. We lost, and that took a little bit to sink in, but it made us stronger. It made us fight a little bit harder, and we wanted to be the team that while we lost the belts, we fought back and got them back, and that's what we did.
What have you guys learned from your feud now with the Odd Couple? I feel like they're the first competition you guys really came up against that you were like, oh wow, like you said, it was a gut check moment.
Yeah, they are formidable opponents, absolutely, and they're an incredible team. They're so well rounded. When we're thinking about categories for the wheel, we're always like, well, geez, what do we pick? I don't even, meaning because we feel like their strengths are our strengths and our strengths are their strengths, and we feel very evenly matched, which means that's going to be that's always going to be a tough match.
Is that why Har wasn't on the wheel? I was wondering, because I'm like, that's your go-to. Where was it?
Yeah, no.
She's
If
done with
Mark
horror.
Andreyko is playing against me, Horror is not going on the wheel.
Yeah.
That's not a lock. I do
Clever
want to say,
play.
by the way, after just now, I want to clarify when we were at the desk and I said, towel, I was quoting Scrooged. I wasn't yelling at them being a jerk. So I just wanted to
Now, I knew what you were
VHS,
doing.
So it's
VHS.
That's just a little
Down.
part because Scrooge is like my favorite movie. Sorry.
I
There
don't
you
think
go.
anyone would ever call the Shirewolves jerks, even in the comment section. Rachel, I know you have such a love-hate relationship with the comment
Double
section.
belting
and Twitter.
again.
What does winning this belt back mean to you?
It goes back to something I said before too. Defending the belt the first time against Who's the Boss was the match that meant the most to us because it meant proving all those people wrong. And it was as much about them as it was about us. After that, it was about us. You know, like growing our partnership, getting better, honing in on the game, and playing our hearts out, knowing win or lose, we've cemented our status, we've cemented our legacy in this game, and we're so proud of that. So, you know, as much as we love our fans and you know, all the little girls and the people that look up to us, and that's truly one of the best parts of this game, and we, you know, we're definitely hoping that we represent you well, but this isn't about the fans. This is about us now.
Yeah, and let me just say, it's always amusing to me after playing with Rachel for so long that she allows detractors to get into her head, because she is probably the best person to ever play this entire game.
There you go.
Inner geekdom, singles, teams, whatever. And I think you proved that today, time and time. You proved it over and over again. But I struggled in this game, and Rachel, you know, picked up where I was struggling and helped carry me. And I think we hopefully do that for each other. But I was really glad that Rachel was my partner today.
I just have to say that's a sign of a good partnership. We're not always on 100% time. No player in this league has been perfect every game, every match they've been in. And a sign of a good partnership is recognizing that your teammate's struggling a little bit, you know, doing your best to pick up the slack, but also to be there to encourage them. We had a long talk about who was going to take the 2-pointer and the 3-pointer because of where our heads were at. It was less about the categories, but that's why we're a great team. We talk it out. We have each other's backs. She's had my back when I didn't have good games, and today I was proud to pick up a little bit of that slack. It happens, but that's why you're my favorite person in this league. I'm so glad you're my partner.
So now you ladies get to sit back and watch the team tournament and see who you
Not
will have to defend
Rachel.
against next.
Not Rachel. Rachel's busy.
Rachel, obviously, you've got 2 belts on your shoulders right now. And I know that you were probably too busy prepping for your match earlier, but I'm sure you've heard that you'll be facing Mike Kalinowski now at Comic-Con.
Uno más.
Come on.
What is that going to be like going up against KO again?
I said it last time. If he wants to lose to me a 4th time, I'm happy to oblige. But congratulations. It was a hell of a match. Kevin, you're a star in the league. You'll do amazing in the future, I have no doubt. But I am very excited to go up against Mike again.
What if that's like an alternate reality of their match
I think I can
before?
vouch for this entire
And he
audience
walks
and the
away the
audience at
winner.
home when I say I'm very excited for that too.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. The new champions who will be at the post show when we wrap this thing up here, talking to Emma Fife and Ken Knapsack. But look, what an event it was, partner. We had 2 big number 1 contender matches, the Manager Bowl and the Team Championship, that saw the champions once again, Classy Clark Wolf and Rachel Cushing, taking
Otra vez.
It's been an honor to be here with you and with everyone out there for the Collision 3. And we got to learn a little something with that last match, is that if you lose, take it with a smile on your face and enjoy the ride. And for the victors, where they're covering up each other's mistakes, that's what makes a great partnership. You and I should start doing that.
Sure. What'd you say? Anyway, I wanted to thank you guys. I wanted to thank all of you once again, and make sure
it was my pleasure.
Keep that hashtag going of the Schmoedown Collision 3, Shirewolves versus Odd Couple, whatever it is. Get it out there, and we're going to be checking all of that. We'll retweet some of them from the official account, do all the stuff there too. Make sure you join the Facebook group. There's almost 20,000 of you guys right now. If you haven't joined Patreon, please do so. All the live events that we get, you can be part of that. If you you wanted to just get the stream, you can do that, or you become a $10 patron. You get every live stream we do, and we have a ton of live streams coming. One of those is going to be the July 20th match, where we now know the Inner Geekdom Championship will be Rachel, the Crusher Cushing, the teams and Inner Geekdom champion, putting up the Inner Geekdom title against Mike the Killer Kalinowski.
Oh, that's going to be a big match. Very excited to get to San Diego. In the long term, yes, we're going to San Diego. We're going to New York. You can get those tickets at theschmoedownlive.com. In the short term, I need a bathroom break. And we're also going to go to a post-show where we have a live stream. We're going to have a lot of the competitors here today. Some people, maybe you and I will pop into it. But just lest we forget, let's get everybody in this room to give a huge round of applause to our crew, who literally seamlessly, perfectly executed did.
Every time.
By my count, they only spilled a beer 3 times, and that's a new record.
And I think they've earned it every single time. Thank you to all you guys, whether the crew, the fans, everyone. Thank you so much. And make sure that you listen also. Listen to the Schmoedown Rundown next week to go over all this, whether it's Frankie Numbers, The Boat, Brad Gilmore, and Chris Clark, who will be talking about this in length. But yeah, Mark said it. Go on over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel and go to the post show. Emma Fife, Ken Knapsack taking your questions. So go on over there now and start asking questions. You're going to see some of the champions. You don't know which special guests are going to show up, but go on over to the post show. Wrapped up. What a great event it was. One of the best events I think we've done so far. For the great Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, God, yes.
What a way to end Collision, of course.
Yes, I'm so excited. Like, I don't even have the words to express how, like, I'm excited. I'm excited for them, too, just to see them go in there, get those belts back, and show, like, hey, we are a team that can be in this and be champions. I know that from the beginning, people were like, oh, I don't see how they could be it, but this just proves it that they can do it. And it's so funny how this was kind of like a mirror image of what happened last time, but it was flipped. And I admire the Odd Couple for what they did in this match. I appreciate that they did so good too, that just what Andreyko talked about too, like there is no losers. They just they were good and they won too, but in their hearts, you know what I mean? Like for a good match. And that's what we want to watch too. It's not like, yes, we want to see somebody win, but at the same time, we also want to see something as grand and as great of a championship match as that was.
Yeah, you typically don't get those kind of parallel universes when it comes to a rematch. We did see it one other time when it came to Sam Levine and McWeeny claiming the titles, because they did get a rematch and they ended up walking away victorious. But this one's a little different just because they lost their titles and then reclaimed them. So to see that from the team that actually lost them to get them back, it's crazy. It's crazy the fact that it played out that way. It makes me wonder if we are going to see that repeat happen between Mike Kalinowski and Rachel Cushing. Like, what if it does go out the same way? And what if Kalinowski does walk away victorious at the end?
I mean, it is very possible. You saw that Mike is gunning for that belt. So
Absolutely.
You know that he is going in and studying and making sure that I'm sure he's going in and making sure that he knows how to spell the words and how to say the words.
Right.
So it's going to be very interesting going into Comic-Con. I'm so looking forward to that match as well. And we will be there in person.
Right.
It's a whole nother ballpark when you're in person there. So I'm looking forward to that. But man, part of me is kind of sad that we did not go to Collision, because how amazing would it be to be there as they are defending those belts, or not defending the belts, but like challenging for the belts to come back to them, and just me there. I probably would have been wearing this shirt. So
it would have been a nice thing to be a part of, but at the same time, we have been a part of many amazing moments, especially when it comes to the Shirewolves. We got to see the Shirewolves compete live. We've gotten to be there when belts have changed hands, and it's an amazing moment, and to be there, to be able to see it possibly go down in Rachel's favor, or if Kalinowski walks away with the belt, I feel like either moment is going to be fantastic, whichever way it does shape out at San Diego Comic-Con. But right now, like you said, I'm more happy for the girls. I do feel like figuring that the Odd Couple would be okay with the loss. Again, very similar to what we saw from the dungeon. If they lost the belts, it's fine. You're good. You're coming back. You're kind of fresh in terms of your team in the league, that you could come back and go for it again, especially when it comes down to the team league, or at least a team tournament. So there is a possibility they could go for it again. Like Andreyko said, he'd be happy doing it all over again, even if they lost. So for that, I'm okay with them losing. I would like to see Andreyko hold the belt again, but right now I am happier with it in the hands of the Shirewolves. I do feel like now, though, that kind of makes Dan Murrell say, all right, you lost your belt, you want it back. Now I feel more comfortable going after the belt. So we'll see how it shapes out. If he loses his belt to Paul Oyama, then I think he may go back again and try and take it back, because he's going to kind of get that that urge to reclaim the loss if he loses to Paul that he wants to fix. So there's so many different ways that it could go, and all of that could just be thrown to hell if Robert Meyer Burnett ends up bringing his way to the Schmoedown for that month.
We do have the 1 month of Robert Meyer Burnett, so that could change up a lot of things as well.
Sure could. So it's exciting to see how it's going to play out. Yep. We're excited to see how it played out for the Shirewolves and the Odd Couple. It obviously played out kind of the best way that it could. So
I feel like from Anchorman when they're all walking and they jump in the air.
Yay!
Yeah,
they freeze.
That's what I feel like right now. Yay!
And for that, we're happy for them.
Yes.
We're glad that they were able to get that gold again. Double belts looks good on anybody, so I'm glad Rachel gets to hold it. Possibly for a little while longer. 1 month away, we will find out at San Diego Comic-Con. Hopefully Marvel doesn't have that panel late in the evening, because we want to be there for both days, and to have that possibly happen on a great announcement day for Marvel, it's perfect for Inner Geekdom, so hopefully it is spread out. But either way, thank you guys for joining us for all the videos that we did for Collision. What did you guys think of that? All the videos and this match? Let us know down in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking. Do join us over there. Speaking to the party, fuel the party, keeps the party going on our Patreon, gets us where we need to go. Thank you guys so much, and as always,
now it's time to say goodbye.
This party is over. Bye.